Hello again, y'all. It's me, Charlene. My hair is back. My hands are washed. Let's do some cooking. We were recently given 2 huge boxes of zucchini, a huge box of corn, 2 huge boxes of tomatoes, and these are beautiful tomatoes. Let's see, there's also red bell peppers, a box of assorted herbs, which I'm trying to dry so I can use. Let me see what else there is. Seems like there's something else. Corn, peppers, herbs. Zucchini. Oh, raspberries. I forgot about the raspberries. I'm going to make fruit leather. And the tomatoes. I have already canned 11 jars of salsa. Oh yeah, we were also given a papaya. I've never seen one before. I've never tried them before. But I cut that baby up and I got 4 quart-sized bags of chunks out of that, and those are in the freezer. I'm not a big fruit eater, so my husband will use that for smoothies. Okay, so now what we're gonna do today, I gotta do something with all this food. It's a lot of food. So we're gonna start with, my husband's gonna grill some zucchini, so I gotta go wash those and split them. And he's also gonna grill some corn, so I gotta shuck those, rub them with some butter, sprinkle them. Some of them I'm gonna sprinkle with cilantro, and some I'm gonna sprinkle with parsley. And maybe a sprinkle of salt, and get those on the grill. So, let me get started on that. I have a baking pan that I greased, brushed with some oil. And, you know, I never knew having fingernails was such a problem because I never had fingernails when I was growing up. I always kept them chewed to a nubbin. But, for some reason, I've stopped chewing them, which I guess is a good thing. And my nails are getting long. And now, every time I try to do something, I'm always gouging things that are next to it. Like, I was grabbing a zucchini, and look what I did to that one. I gouged it. It's still good, but it's annoying because I get stuff under my nails, and I hate that. Okay, let's wash and do some zucchini. Ooh, that's on hot. I don't want it on hot. Wash and split some zucchini. Okay, wash it. If you see any bad spots, cut them off. Otherwise, I don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I'm going to take this stem end off, and then I'm just going to split it in half. Okay. And get those down on my baking sheet. Okay, and I'm sure you don't want to watch me do all these. So I'll be back. Okay, that didn't take long. There's the zucchini all ready to go on the grill. I split them in half. Sprinkled them with a little bit of salt and pepper, but probably doesn't make any difference. Okay, alright, I'm gonna get ready for the corn. Okay, I have not checked this corn to see how good it is. All I know is I've got a whole bunch of it that I gotta do something with. So let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, we have white corn. Oh my goodness, not as strong as I used to be. Okay, that's pretty nice looking corn. Okay, well, I'm sure you don't want to watch me shuck corn, so I'll be back. A little while ago, I washed up some tomatoes, split them in half, stuck them in the oven at 375, and this is how they turned out. I'm going to let them cool for a few minutes, and then I'm going to pull those skins off. And I'm going to roasted tomato sauce out of roasted tomatoes. It's very good. I made some last year and we just used up the last of it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, let's get this corn going. This is cilantro I just took out of my dehydrator. Yes, dehydrator, not freeze dryer. Can't afford a freeze dryer. Okay. So that's cilantro. I've got some melted butter here. I was just going to take soft butter and rub on the corn, but I don't want to get it all over my hands. So we'll just do it this way instead. Well, just dunk it right on in there then. Okay, and then I'm going to sprinkle with some cilantro. Yep. Okay. And then I'm going to roll it. Well, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? Okay, I'm going to roll it in a sheet of aluminum foil. These are the sheets that you get at Dollar Tree. Yeah, I'm getting butter all over it, but that's okay. Set it over there for the husband. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do with these 12 ears of corn. Ooh, okay, I like the way that, that sticks real good. And it gets in those crevices. A little cilantro. Okay, see, I'm not getting crazy with it because it can be overpowering, but I'm putting enough on there to taste. Okay, well, you don't need to see me do the rest of them. You already saw two, so I'll be back. Okay, the corn is all wrapped up and ready to go. I'm going to set this cilantro over there so it can dry out if I yeah, it's already I ran it through the dehydrator, but just in case, if it got any moisture on it while I was sticking my fingers in it for the corn. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm taking these skins off of these tomatoes that I almost called them potatoes. I'm taking the skins off these tomatoes I roasted. And see, that's how easy they come off. I mean, they just come right off. Just like that. Okay, and I'm not going to throw those skins away. No, 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 no. I'm going to put them in my dehydrator and dehydrate them really, really well and make tomato powder out of it. That way, like if I'm making something that calls for tomato sauce or tomato paste, and 1 can is not enough, but 2 cans would be too much, I can just add some of the tomato powder to it. 1 can of tomato sauce and some tomato powder, and that'll get me up to the taste I want. I know, huh? Wow. Okay. I really, really love doing this stuff. Okay, and then the pulp of the tomato, or the tomato flesh, whatever you want to call it, that I'm going to put in my big soup pot that Amy and the kids got me for Christmas one year. Thank you, Amy. And kids. I use that pot all the time. Oh, speaking of which, after I get done with the tomatoes tonight, I gotta make laundry soap. I'm out. Yes, it would be easier to go buy it, but I like my homemade laundry soap. That one didn't want to come off, but I got it. Okay, I'm going to finish that up and throw these tomatoes in the soup pot, and I'll be back. Okay, I've let those tomatoes cook for about 15 minutes. I know I roasted them for 45, but I also let them cook on the stove for about 15 minutes. And now, since I don't have a food mill, I'm going to use my immersion blender. Okay, I'm gonna do that until it's mostly smooth. Be back then. Okay, I'm done with the immersion blender. And look at that. Can you see it? Looks pretty saucy to me. Okay, that's homemade tomato sauce. I have to put a 1/3 cup of lemon juice and a tablespoon of salt, and I need to get my water bath canner over here heating up, and I'm going to can this. I'm going to put it in pint jars, since I usually use 2 8-ounce cans of store-bought tomato sauce at a time anyway. I'll just put it in the equivalent. I'll be back. Okay, I'm done with the blending, so now I'm going to add my 1/3 cup of lemon juice and maybe 1 tablespoon of salt. Good enough. Okay. I'm going to turn this on. Let it come back up to almost boiling. And then I'm gonna put it in jars and get it into my water bath canner. Okay, now let's take a look at that. Here's my water bath canner. I have this thing. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I have something in the bottom to keep the jars off the bottom of the pot so they don't bubble around and break. And all I'm gonna do is get my jars hot by running them under hot water. And fill them up. Yeah, don't look at my dirty dishes. I've been working today. Okay. And this should be about 6 pints of sauce. So I've got 7 jars ready to go. Ooh, look at that nasty hair. I must be related to Einstein. Okay. I'll be back when I start putting the sauce in the jars. Okay, let's get this sauce all canned up. First thing I've got the water on heating up because you need, since the sauce is hot, you have to put it into a hot jar because you do not want to put it into a cold jar because it could go boom. What did I do with? Oh, gotta have a funnel. There it is. Okay. Okay, here we go. So there's my hot jar. There's my hot sauce. Just ladle it in. And we're going to leave a 1/2 inch space at the top. And this is called head space. And it's, yeah. Gives it room to bubble and all that good stuff. Oops, I just got some on the rim. Okay, there's a 1/2 inch. Okay, what did I do with it? Oh. This is a paper towel with water on it. Clean up the mess I just made on that jar. Completely wipe the rim. Okay. Now, I put my lids, because this is water bath canning, it's not pressure canning. My magnet fell off. Okay, I'll be back. I gotta go get another something to dig the. Oh, wait a minute. Let's use this. Okay, so there's my lid. Well, there's my magnet. I have to hot glue that back on. Okay. And put your ring on. You just fling it till it stops and then just go bink and you're done. That's called fingertip tight. And then we'll stick these in the canner. Okay. I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like once I get them all filled. All right, I actually used all 7 jars. So they're in there. I'm bringing the water up to boiling. And we still have some left. Might be able to get another, well, maybe 1 jar, maybe 2. If I get 1 jar, I'll just use it to cook with. I won't bother water bath canning it. But if I get 2, I will water bath can them. But I've got to wash a couple more jars and we'll find out from there. Okay, as soon as that comes up to a rolling boil, I'm going to put the lid on it so it'll boil faster. Once it comes up to a rolling boil, I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit, just enough to keep it at a rolling boil, and I've got to process it for 35 minutes because these are pints. If they were quarts, they would have to be 40 minutes. One more thing. I need to see how deep this water is. Okay, yeah, it's plenty deep enough. Okay, because you're supposed to have about 2 inches above your jars for water bath canning. For pressure canning, it's below the top of the jar. Each canner will tell you how much water it's supposed to have, but anyways, we're not worried about that. We're just doing the water bath. So, okay, I'll be back after it has boiled for 35 minutes. Okay, the corn, I just ate corn. The tomato sauce processed for 35 minutes. It's now done. I'm about to take it out, set it on a towel so it can cool, and hopefully they will all seal. Ooh, she purty. She purty. Okay. I'm gonna go put these over there. Okay. I think that's everything for today. Oh, let me show you how the corn and zucchini turned out. I don't remember if I showed you this yet or not. But there's the zucchini. There's the hot dogs and smoked sausages. There's melted butter. Oh. Here's the corn. Delicious. And I think that's it. So I've already had my dinner. That noise you hear is my dehydrator. I'm dehydrating some more of those herbs. I'm gonna let this water cool off. Get this pot out of here. I don't know if I'm going to water bath the rest of it or just put it in the refrigerator. So that's it. It's almost 9:30 in the evening. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's almost, oh, I've got cilantro I just harvested that I need to get into my dehydrator. I'm going to make some fruit leather with those raspberries we got. So, yeah. Okay, that's it for tonight. See you next time. Bye.